Hey guys, Coach Bill here. A lot of you have been asking about where you should be on the court when we're running starting plays. Since we have very little practice time, I thought it would be easier to create a video for you guys so everybody can learn the plays. Please review these plays when you have a chance, and everybody will know where to be on the court. So in order to learn the plays, first we need to understand the different positions on the court. And let's go through them one by one. The first position that we're talking about is the point guard. Sometimes we'll call that the number one position. Point guard's job, dribble the ball up the court, drives to the basket. He's a playmaker, so he's looking to pass and get the other players good shots. And also will be the best ball handler on the court. The shooting guard, or we also call that the right wing, will set up on the right side of the court at the wing. His job would be to set screens for the point guard and can slash to the basket, and when he gets the ball, try to take a good shot. The small forward is the left wing and will set up on the left side of the court at the wing. And again, he could, depending on the play, he could set a screen for the point guard or slash to the basket or get the ball from a pass from the point guard and take a shot. The power forward is usually the second biggest player on the court, and his job is to cut along the baseline and try to get rebounds. And finally, the center. Center is typically the tallest guy on the team, biggest guy on the team. His job is to play in the lane. He tries to get shots that are close to the basket and to get rebounds. And although he plays in the lane, you can't stay there for that long because you'll get 3 seconds called on you if you stay in the lane for too long. So here's an example of the positions on the court and where you should typically start a play off. So the point guard, like I said, is at the top. He's bringing the ball down. Shooting guard and small forward at the wings on the side. Center at the low post. Power forward opposite side at the low post. So here's play A. The shooting guard will set a screen on the guy who's guarding the point guard. The point guard will then dribble around that screen. Shooting guard will then roll into the middle. On the other side of the play, we're going to have the center come and set a pick behind the defender who is guarding the small forward. The small forward will then cut around that pick and then cut towards the basket. Power forward will step out a little bit towards the corner. The net effect of this is that the point guard should be in this area, should have 3 options. He could go to the basket for an easy shot, or the small forward might be open for an easy shot, or the shooting guard might be open somewhere in this area in the middle. If all else fails, the power forward will be out here towards the corner, could pass to him. So we should get an easy shot. Point guard's got to remember, if he's guarded, one of these other guys will be open, and you can pass to them. Okay, here's play B. Now you'll notice that play B is exactly the opposite of play A. It's a mirror reflection. So what we're going to do here is the small forward is going to set the pick on the left side of the point guard. The point guard is then going to go around that pick. Small forward will then roll down the middle. On the other side of the play, we're going to have the power forward setting the screen behind a defender who's guarding the shooting guard. Shooting guard will then cut to the basket. And then on the other side, we're going to have the center cut out a little bit towards the corner, so he will be open as well. The net effect of this is that when the point guard goes around the screen right here, he's going to have 3 or 4 options. Either he could keep dribbling, go to the basket, get an easy shot. Or if the shooting guard is open, he should be down here for a layup, another easy shot. And the other option is the small forward should be somewhere here in the middle for an easy shot as well after rolling. And finally, the center should be out here on the baseline. So one of these should be an easy shot. That's what we want to do, take easy shots. We don't want to take long shots. We want to take shots in this area of the paint because they're easier to make. That's play B. So here's play Z, and basically it's against a 2-3 zone defense. Ignore my typo there. That is not right. It's actually defense. So anyway, play Z. The main point you want to do when you're playing offense against a zone defense is you want to attack where the players are not. So what we're going to do, and again, we're going to try to get an easy shot in the lane here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the center start near the free throw lane. And if he doesn't get the ball, he's got to get out of there, and because you'll get called for 3 seconds. So the center should be running a triangle. We'll have him start at the top. The point guard, if the center is open, if these two defenders are not playing the center tight, the point guard could throw an overhead pass into the center. The center could then dribble towards the basket. If he's got an easy shot, take it. If they collapse on the center, he should have, and what I mean by collapse is that this guy in the middle, that guy, and that guy will all come towards the center. If he sees them collapsing, he should be able to pass to the shooting guard or the small forward. Shooting guard or the small forward should go into this area right here. Let me draw on the picture. This area right here. This is where we want to attack this zone right here. You get an easy shot. So if they all collapse on the center, he could either pass to the shooting guard or the small forward. They should both have an easy shot from this area. If the center is not able to get the ball, if the point guard is not able to pass the ball into the center, he could pass it either to the small forward or the shooting guard. Again, they should drive to this spot on the court right there, and they should get an easy shot. If they get collapsed on, they could either pass to the center, who should be in this area, the power forward, who should be outside here if it's the shooting guard side. If none of that works, the best thing to do in the zone is just pass it around. So, if there's no easy shots, say the shooting guard can't drive there, just pass it around. Shooting guard, point guard, small forward. Try to get it down to the center. If you keep passing around, the zone has to shift with you, and eventually you're going to get an easy shot. So one thing, though, is that you want to be very careful about this. Do not dribble through the zone. You could dribble a little bit to get to a spot, but when the guy starts to collapse on you, they're going to double or triple team you, you will lose the ball. You don't want to dribble through the zone. You want to pass through the zone. That's the key. Passes will get us a good shot in the lane, and that's where we want to shoot because those shots are easier. Hey guys, so here's the stack play, and the stack is used when we're taking the ball on our basket. So this is the basket that we're trying to get into right here on our side of the court. So basically, what we're going to do is that you're either going to stack on the right side or the left side, depending on where the ball is being inbounded. So basically, what you're going to do is all the players are going to line up on the right-hand side. I have it listed center, power forward, point guard, and shooting guard. We may or may not do it like that, but let's just say this is the basic way that we do it. The first player is going to cut across the lane over here. He's going to cut there across the lane, try to be open for a layup on that side. The second player in the line is going to cut towards the corner. The third player is going to basically step forward a few steps where the center and the power forward were. And the fourth player is going to cut out towards the three-point line to be a release. So the pass we really want to get is this this third player stepping up in here, because this will be an easy layup. Also, another good place is underneath this basket here, because that should be a layup too. So the person inbounding the ball should first look for straight ahead of him, then also look diagonal across here as his first two options. Third option is the power forward cutting out here. Fourth option is the fourth guy in the stack who's cutting out here to release, which should be he should be open out there. Once he passes the ball in, the inbounder should run across the lane, be in the middle here. Maybe he gets passed from somebody else and gets an easy shot. Remember, the whole goal of this is to try to get an easy shot, to try to get a layup in this area here or this area there. The other ones are backup plans to get the ball in. That's it. This one's real quick. I want to show you what the stack looks like on the other side of the court. So basically, you're doing the same exact thing. The center is cutting across the lane. The power forward is going to the corner. The third guy in the stack is stepping up to try to get an easy layup. And the fourth guy in the stack is cutting out towards the three-point line in case nothing else works. Again, we want to get a layup. So either the guy that's cut across the middle or the guy that's stepping forward will be our easiest shots. The other shots are in case those don't work. The other guys are in case those don't work, just getting the ball in. So this is play number 2. We haven't done it yet, but we may do it later on if if we pick up the other play. So I'm just going to put this in this video, try to learn it, and we'll probably run it at some point during the season. So basically what we're going to do in play number 2 is we're going to set picks on the guys in the post, and those guys are going to come up and try to take the shot. So what's going to happen here is the shooting guard and the small forward at the same time we're going to go set picks on the guys that are guarding the center and the power forward. Once that happens, the power forward will swing out, the center will swing out. They should be open, so point guard should be able to pass one of those guys. Now, once you get the ball, depending on what's happening, either you might have a guy that's running towards you, in which case you're going to be able to put a move on him and go to the basket, or you might be open and you could take an easy 10-foot shot. If neither of those things work, you can look at the guy who set the pick for you. He may be open down here for a layup. But the point is to get an open shot that's somewhat close to the basket. Ideally, we don't take any shots that are further than 10 feet because those are harder to make. That's play number 2. Okay, guys, that was all of our plays. But I just wanted to go through a little bit of summary for some key points. On all of the plays, the point guard needs to wait until the screens are set to start. So you got to let the play set up. You got to wait for the guys to cut on plays Z, but on plays A, B, and 2, you got to let the screens get set so you could so the play will work the right way. The goal of all of this is to get a shot near the basket. We want to be taking shots in the lane. We want to be taking shots that are less than 10 feet. The longer shots, although I guess they're nice and exciting, not nearly as good of a chance of making those as closer to the basket. And if you like the video, let me know. We'll create one for defense. Hit subscribe, and you'll be on my you'll be a subscriber. And someday maybe we'll have some Coach Bill merch out there. But right now we don't. Take care, and we'll see you guys at the next practice or game.